Hello everybody and welcome to the channel. We got some pre-1961 bats. We got the Brooklyn Dodgers traveling to Chicago to take on the Cubs in a first game of a two-game series. And it is April 26th. Let's take a look at the visiting Dodgers starting lineup. Leading off, playing second base, Jackie Robinson. Batting second and playing first is
Dalbert.
Jack Dalberth. Batting third, playing right field is Carl Ferreira. Batting fourth, playing center field is Duke Snyder. Batting fifth and doing the catching is Gil Hodges. Batting sixth, playing left field, Babe Herman. Batting seventh, playing third base, Joe Stripe. Batting eighth, playing shortstop, Ivy Olson. And on the mound, batting ninth is Grimes. Let's take a look here at the Chicago Cubs starting lineup. Phil Cavaretto is going to be leading all, playing first. Batting second, playing right field, Riggs Stevenson. Batting third, playing left field, Hank Wilson. Batting fourth, playing center field, Kiki Kyler. Batting fifth, doing the catching is Johnny Kling. Batting sixth, playing shortstop, Ernie Banks. Batting seventh, playing third base, Woody English. Batting eighth, playing second base, Johnny Evers. And on the mound, doing the pitching and batting ninth for the Cubbies, HIPPO VAUGHN. Let's get down here to Chicago and get this game started. And you can see the records for these teams. The Dodgers are 4-5. They're batting .212 with a .299 on base percentage, slugging .385 with an OPS of .684. And the Cubbies are batting 4-4 and batting .179. OP on base percentage of .261, slugging .378, and an OPS of .638. First batter up here for the Dodgers is Jackie Robinson, batting .171 with a homer and 5 RBIs. This is HIPPO VAUGHN's second game. He's 1-0 with a 2 ERA. Here's the pitch to Jackie. And that's going to be a pop-up down the second to his counterpart. Johnny's got it in the dirt for out number one. And up to the plate now is Jake. Let's see what Jake can do here.
Dalbert.
Dalbert's batting .167 with no home runs and 2 RBIs. And that's going to be a base hit for Jake in the right field. So 1 out base hit. And that'll bring up Carl Ferreira. And Carl's batting .231, 2 homers and 4 RBIs. And that's going to be the old swing and miss. That'll be the first strikeout of the ball game for HIPPO. 2 down now for the Duke. Duke Snyder's up batting .171 with 1 homer and 5 RBIs. And that's going to be another swing and a miss. Back-to-back strikeouts for Vaughn. The Cubs lead 1. We get to the bottom of the first. Cubs nothing. Dodgers nothing. Cubs coming up. And you got Phil Cavaretta due up, batting .185 with no homers and 2 RBIs. BURLEIGH Grimes is on the mound, his second appearance of the season. He's 1-0 with a 12.6 ERA. And here's the pitch to Phil. And that's going to be a base hit, a leadoff single in the right for Phil. Gets the Cubbies with a runner at first for Stevenson. And Riggs is batting .333 on the year. He's got a homer and 3 RBIs. And that's going to be a fly ball out to center field. Duke's got it for out number 1. And it brings up Hack Wilson. And Hack is batting .172, 3 homers and 10 RBIs. And that's going to be high. That's going to be far. That's going to be out of here. That's a home run by Hack Wilson. And that gives the Cubbies a 2-0 lead. So that ball's hit deep in the left field. Just like that, the Cubbies are on the board. Kiki Kyler's up now, batting $1.29 with no homers and 3 RBIs. And that's going to be a fly ball in the deep center, but Snyder's got room out there for out number 2. And Johnny Kling's up now. And Johnny's batting .250, no homers and 1 RBI. And that ball's hit in the right field for a 2-out base hit. Cubbies trying to add on to this 2-0 lead. And here comes Mr. Cub himself, Ernie Banks. Ernie's batting $1.33, 2 homers and 6 RBIs. And that's going to be another fly ball out to Snyder. That'll end the inning. But the 2-run homer by Hack Wilson gives the Cubs a 2-0 lead. We go to the second. You got Hodges, Herman, and Stripe due up here for the Dodgers. Hodges is batting .238. He's got a homer and 4 RBIs. And that's going to be a base on balls. So the Dodgers get the leadoff batter aboard here with a walk. As you can see, Dodgers have struck out 32 times, walked 45, hit 21 doubles and 5 triples. Cubbies have struck out 53 times, walked 35 times, hit 14 doubles and 5 triples. And Babe Herman's up now, batting .172 with no homers and 2 RBIs. And that's going to be another base on balls, back-to-back walks by Hippo with a 2-0 lead. Cubbies ain't happy with that. Base on balls normally come back to bites in the butt. You got Joe Stripe up, batting .243, no homers and 5 RBIs, runners on first and second. We're going to move these infielders around a little bit, make this look a little better. Okay, start here at first. Move him over here some. Second, move him there. Short, moving there. Third, moving there. See what that looks like. See what that looks like. Go back to the game here. And that looks a little better up the middle now. You can see the second base got 1 second better. So, like I say, first and second, nobody out. Here's the pitch to Joe. And that's going to be a minus. That's going to make him a 21 on a 8. 21 on an 8. That's going to be popped up down the short. Ernie Banks out in shallow left, makes the catch for out number 1. Runners stay put for Olson. And Olson's batting .286, no homers and an RBI. And that's going to be a tailor-made double play. Hit down the second. Johnny's up with it. Over to Banks. And over the field for the old 4-6-3 double play. That ends the inning. The Dodgers strand 1. We go to the bottom of the second. It's still 2-0 Cubbies. And we got English, Johnny, and Hippo due up here. And English, old Woody's batting a 111 with 2 homers and 3 RBIs. And that ball is hit well by English. Trying to add to this 2-0 lead off of Grimes. That's going to be a base hit in the right field. Carl gets over there quickly, cuts it off, keeps English at a single. Johnny Evers is up now. And Johnny's batting 111 with no homers and no RBIs. And that's going to be a 36. Might be a wild pitch or a pass ball. A 35 and a 2. Should be fielding column 1. And that's going to be a wild pitch. Nope, he's not a P. Wild pitch 3, so that'll be a rare play. Rare play with a runner on first, a 65 on a 36. 65 on a 36 is a 30. And that's going to be a balk. Runner to second if pitcher is a BK. 0. So that's going to be he is a BK 0. So runner goes to third on a wild pitch. And yeah, so it's going to be a wild pitch. So the runner's going to get the whole way to third on the wild pitch. See if we can get him the whole way to third here. Wild pitch. Runner on first. One extra base. See if it does it. Nope. Okay, let's try it another way here. Wild pitch. And there we go. Got a runner down at third now with nobody out. And they're going to bring the infield in. And it's a 1-0 pitch to Johnny. And that's going to be an 8 against a 17. And that's going to be a base hit in the center field. And English is going to score. And just like that, it's 3-0 Chicago. And Hippo Vaughn's up now. He's going to try to sacrifice Johnny over to second with nobody out. Hippo is batting .333 on the year. Here's the pitch to him. And that's going to be 2 misses. That's going to be a 2-0 count, 0-2 count. Missed both attempts to bunt. They're going to keep the bunt on. And that's going to be a nice bunt down to first base. And Jake's only play is going to be over to first with Jackie Robinson covering for out number 1. But it gets the runner in the scoring position now with 1 out, and back to the top of the order we go. And Cavaretta due up, and he singled his first time up. Here's the pitch to Phil. And that's going to be a 41 on a 5. That should be fielding column 1. And it is. And that's going to be popped up in the foul territory. And that'll be out number 2. Now there's 2 down for Riggs Stevenson. Stevenson, he flew out the center his first time up. And that's going to be a swing and a miss, and that'll end the inning. But the wild pitch helps score another run. It's 3-0 Chicago, and we go to the top of the third. You got Grimes, Robinson, and Dobert due up here. And Grimes is batting .500 because we don't need no stinking DH. Here's the pitch to Burley. And that's going to be a fly ball in the left field. Wilson's got it for out number 1. Jackie Robinson's up now. And Robinson, he popped up to his counterpart at second his first time up. That's going to be a base on balls. Jackie's aboard here. He's a D. When can a D steal here? So Jackie's down there at first. And Jake's up. Jake singled his first time up. And that's going to be against 21-7. And that's going to be a ground ball down the second. And they're going to get the batter out at first. And Jackie will get down the second there. So that's going to be a 4-3 put out. Now there's 2 outs and Carl's up. And Ferreira, he struck out his first time up. He's got a runner in scoring position trying to get the Dodgers on the board here. And that's going to be a base on balls. So Carl walks on down to first, brings a tying run to the plate in the form of Duke Snyder. First and second here. The Duke struck out his first time up. Not this time. He gets a hold of this one, Duke does. How far is this going to go in the Chicago air? And that's going to be a double in the right center. And with Carl's speed, he still may not be able to score here. .22, 2 outs. And you got Hodges due up next. So they're going to hold him at third. So that's going to be a RBI double in the center. And Carl's down at third for Gil Hodges now. And it's a 3-1 ball game. So you got runners at second and third here with 2 outs. And Gil walked his first time up. And not this time. That ball is high. That ball is far. And it is now a 4-3 ball game. Gil Hodges launches this one in the left field. And just like that, the Dodgers take a 4-3 lead. All this coming with 2 outs, folks. And brings up Babe Herman. Herman walked his first time up. And he's going to walk again, and they go out and talk to Hippo. He was cruising until we had 2 outs here in the third. So you got a runner down at first, 2 outs. And Joe Stripe, he popped up to short his first time up. And that's going to be a 21 and an 8. That's going to be a pop-up down the third. English has got it, makes the catch. But the Dodgers score 4, 3 of them on the 3-run homer by Hodges, and takes a 4-3 lead here in the fourth. We go to the bottom of the fourth. Wilson, Kiki Kyler, and Kling due up here. Hack homered his first time up. 2-run shot. And that's going to be a 19. That's going to be a fly ball out to Carl in right field for out number 1. And Kiki Kyler's up now. Kiki flew out to center his first time up. And that's going to be an infield hit. So Cubs get the tying run aboard. Go ahead, run at the plate, and Johnny Kling. And Johnny Kling singled his first time up. And that's going to be a ground ball down the first. 62 and a 5. Fielding column 2. The runner down at first. And that's going to be a single in the right field. Nice job by Kling. And the runner will stop. The ball gets by Jake holding on the runner. So now you got first and second and 1 out for the Cubby himself, Ernie Banks, Mr. Cub. Can he deliver here and at least tie this game up? Ernie flew out to center his first time up. And that's going to be the old ground ball down the short. Taylor made double play. Olson's up with it over the Robinson, over the Jake. 6-4-3 double play gets the Dodgers out of that. We go to the top of the fourth. It's 4-3 Dodgers. And Olson's going to be due up, followed by Grimes and Robinson. And Ivy, he grounded into a 4-6-3 double play his first up. Not this time. That's going to be a base hit in the right field. So again, the leadoff batter gets a board for the Dodgers. And Grimes is going to try to bunt him over to second. Grimes flew out the left his first time up. And he gets down. Oh, this is going to be costly. That would have been a hell of a hit. Let's see what he does here. 52 and 11. That's going to be an infield hit. He got an infield hit, legs it out, the bunt. So everybody's safe. No play for Grimes at first. So now it's first and second. Nobody out for Jackie Robinson. And Robinson is walked and popped up to second. 0 for 1. And that's going to be a 21 and a 8. That's going to be a ground pop up down the short. Banks makes the catch for out number 1. And Dobert's up now. And Jake, he singled and grounded out the second. And that's going to be a 21. Again, that's going to be a pop up down the short. 2 pop ups, 2 outs. 2 big outs here for Hippo. Trying to keep us a 1-run game. Can he get Carl out of here? Carl is walked and struck out. You have to put the ball in play. And that's going to be a fly ball out to Wilson. So the first 2 batters get aboard, and Hippo pitches around it. They ran 2, the Dodgers do. We go to the bottom of the 4th. It's still a 1-run game. We have English, Evers, and Vaughn due up. And English singled and came around the score his first time up. That's going to be a fly ball. Nope, that's going to be a ground ball down the first. And Jake's got it. He'll take it himself for out number 1. Here's Johnny. Johnny is 1 for 1 with a RBI single. And that's going to be a fly ball out the left. 2 quick outs. See if Hippo can help his own cause here. And he had a sacrifice bunt his first time up. And he gets a hold of this, drives it in the right field. Carl gets over there, cuts it off. But Hippo says, we don't need no stinking DH. He's on it first now with 2 outs. Back to the top of the order. And Phil is 1 for 2. He singled, came around the score, and popped up to first. And that's going to be a... looks like a rare play. Yep, that's going to be a rare play. 11. And that was a 61, a 37. 11 on a 37. And that's going to be in the left field. And a 53. In the left field, that's going to be fielding column 3. It's going to be a single in the left. The runner's going to score. Batter out trying for second. So we're going to have a single, an error, and the batter's going to be out trying for second. But the run will score and tie this game up, folks. Oh, so the runner didn't come around to score. So we got to go back and fix that. Undo. Undo, undo, undo. So we got a single. We're going to have an E7. Runner on first. It's going to get an extra base. And the batter's going to be out trying to get an extra base. See if this does it here. No. So one more try. 3rd time's a charm, right? Third time is a charm. Single E7, runner on first 3. There we go. We got her finally. Third time was a charm. So game's tied up at 4 apiece. Phil gets thrown out down at second. And we go to the top of the 5th in a 4-4 game. We got Snyder, Hodges, and Herman due up here. Duke, he has struck out and had an RBI double his last time up. And that's going to be a fly ball out the right field. Riggs has got it for out number 1. As you can see, the Dodgers' upcoming schedule. They got one more game here in Chicago. Then they go back to Brooklyn and play the Braves for a 4-game set. And that brings up Gil Hodges. He's walked and had a 3-run homer. Here's the pitch to Hodges. And that's going to be a base on balls. Hippo walks him again. That'll be Hippo's 6th walk of the game. And now you got a runner down at first for Babe Herman. Babe's walked twice. Speaking of walks, here's the pitch to Babe. And that's going to be a ground ball down the second. And they'll get the lead runner. And Babe will beat the throw down there. So that's a 4-6 put out. Herm's down at first now. And Joe Stripes up now. And Joe's 0 for 2. He's popped up twice. Once the short and once the third. And that's going to be a fly ball out to Kiki in center. And that'll end the inning. The Dodgers strand 1. To the bottom of the 5th we go. We got Stevenson, Wilson, and Kiki Kyler due up here. Riggs is 0 for 2. He has flown out to center and struck out. Here's the pitch to Riggs. And that's going to be another fly ball out to center. And the same result. Snyder makes the catch. 1 down. Here comes Hack Wilson. He hit a 2-run homer his first time up. And he flew out the right. And that's going to be a ground ball down to Joe at third. Over to first for out number 2. 2 quick outs. And Kiki's up now. And Kiki's 1 for 2. He has flown out to center and singled. And that's another ground ball to third and another out. 1, 2, 3 goes to Cubs. To the top of the 6th we go. Bottom part of the order due up for the Dodgers. Olsen, Grimes, and then it turns over back to Jake. And Olsen singled his last time up and grounded out to second his other time up. And he gets a hold of this one, Olsen does. And that ball is hit in the gap. That'll bounce off the wall for a double. So just like that, the Dodgers have got the leadoff batter down in scoring position. And they're going to try to bunt him over to third with Grimes. He had an infield hit, placed a nice bunt down the last time, and he was unable to get him. See if he can do it again. So we don't need no stinking DH. That's going to be bunted down to first. Phil's only play is going to be to throw it over to first with Johnny covering. And that'll be out number 1. That'll get the runner down to third. 90 feet away for the go-ahead run. That'll force the Cubbies to bring the infield in. Jackie Robinson's 0 for 2. It's popped up to second and short and walked. Infield in. And that's going to be hit through the infield. See how far that ball can go. And that ball is hit out in the deep left field down the foul line. And that rolls around out there in the well. And that's going to be an RBI triple for Jackie Robinson. And that'll give the Dodgers a 5-4 lead. And Jackie's still at third now. Still a runner at third. And again, Cubs are going to keep that infield in. See if Vaughn can get out of this mess with only 1 run scoring. And Jake is 1 for 3. He singled, grounded out the second, and popped up the short. And that's going to be a 25 with the infield in. That's going to be a 41 on a 8. What's that? A 41 on an 8. That'll be fielding column 1. Line drive double play. So the ball's hit hard right at Johnny, and he fires over to third and gets the runner. And that ends the inning there. We go to the bottom of the 6th. The Dodgers scored 1, makes it a 5-4 ball game. You got Kling, Banks, and English due up here. Johnny Kling's 2 for 2. He singled twice. And that's going to be a swing and a miss. He strikes him out for out number 1. Might be the second strikeout for Grimes. And it brings up Ernie Banks. He's flown out the center and hit into a double play. And that's going to be a fly ball out the left field. That'll be 2 quick outs. It's up to Woody English here to try to get that run right back. English is 1 for 2, singled and grounded out the first. And that's going to be a ground ball down the third, and that'll end the inning. The Cubs go down in order. To the top of the 7th we go. Ferreira due up, followed by Snyder and Hodges. Carl's 0 for 2. He did walk. He struck out and flew out the left. And that's going to be a fly ball out the center this time for out number 1. And here comes the Duke of Flatbush. Duke Snyder's up now. He's doubled and driven in a run. Struck out and flew out the right. And that's going to be a base on ball. Snyder's aboard here. Dodgers trying to add to this 1-0 lead. Gil Hodges has hit a 2-run homer in this game, and he has walked his other 2 times up. Cubbies love to see a ground ball double play here. And that is a ground ball down to Ernie Banks. Can he turn 2 is the question. 43 and an 8 should be column number 1. And it is. Nope, it is column number 2, sorry. Column number 2. And that's going to be, the only play is going to be the first. So, runner will get in scoring position now for Babe Herman. And Herman's 0 for 1. Got a runner down at second and Duke Snyder. 2 outs. And Babe's walked twice and reached on a fielder's choice. And that's going to be another walk. So he's got the hat trick for walks. He walked 3 times. And that is walk number 8 for Hippo. First and second here. He is due up second. Love to see him get through this 7th. First and second and 2 outs for Joe Stripe. Stripe's 0 for 3. Popped up to short and third and flew out to center. And he gets a hold of this one. The Dodgers are trying to bust this game open here, folks. And that's going to be a single in the center field. Duke will score easily. And Herm should score with no throw down the third. So now RBI single in the center field. And we got first and third and still 2 outs here. And Olsen will be up now. And Olsen is 2 for 3. He's doubled in this game and singled and came around the score. And that's going to be a fly ball out to Kyler in center. That'll end it. But the Dodgers add more and make it a 6-4 ball game. So we go to the 7th inning stretch. We got Evers, a pitch hitter for Hippo, and back to the top of the order. Johnny's 1 for 2 with an RBI, flew out the left. And that's going to be a ground ball down to short. And that'll be out number 1. See who's going to come off the bench here and pitch hit. As VAUGHN goes 7 innings. Let's see here. Who's going to come out and pitch hit against Mr. Grimes? Grimes trying to get through this inning. He's due to lead off the 8th. And we're going to have a Grime going up against a Grimes. Yeah, Charlie's going to come off the bench. See if Charlie, the lefty, can get something going in the Grime and Grimes show. There's Charlie. And Charlie's batting $167 on the year. He's 1 for 6. Here's the pitch to Charlie. And he's going to drive this ball into the outfield. Let's see how far it goes. And that ball splits him out there, bounces off the wall in right field for a 2-out double. So Charlie does his job, keeps the inning alive, brings the tying run up to the plate. See if Phil can deliver here. Dodgers up by 2. Phil is 2 for 3 with an RBI. He singled twice, popped up the first his other time up. And that's going to be a base on balls. And all of a sudden now, Grimes is due to lead off the top of the 8th, is in trouble here. Can the Cubbies make him pay? Stevenson's 0 for 3. He's flown out to center twice and struck out. One swing and a bat here could give the Cubbies the lead. And he drives this ball into the outfield. How far is it going to go is the question. First and second here. And that's going to be a single in the right field. And let's see here. First and second, a single in the right field, I believe. We get the right chart up here. Keep on flipping. Sticking together here, darn it. There we go. Single in the left field. That'll score Grime easy from second. And Phil's going to stop at second with, well, maybe not. It's only 1 out. Let's see here. So it'll be a 57. He's going to score easy. 57 minus 25 plus 10. Yeah, he's going to score with no throw. But how about the runner at first? A 30. What is it, a 30? So it would be a 20. He's going to stop at second. So it's going to be an RBI single. And that's going to cut it to a 1-run lead. Hack Wilson's up. And are they going to do a double switch here with the game 6-5? I think they are. I think Pee Wee Reese is going to come out of the dugout, come in and bat in the 9 spot. Let's see who's going to come in here and relieve Grimes. You got the righty due up, 2 righties, 3 righties due up here. Dodgers bullpen is not that great, that is for sure. Let's see here. It's not going to be Padres, the lefty. Let's see here. Who do we want to go with is the question. That is the question.
Erskine.
And I think we're going to go with Carl Erskine. He's going to come in and bat in the 8th spot. Pee Wee Reese will come in and bat in the 9 spot. And Grimes leaves the game with the lead, but he's got 2 runners on. That's his responsibility. So Cubbies are trying to come back here, take this lead. And you got Hack Wilson up. Wilson's already homered in this game. He's 1 for 3. And Erskine, this is his 3rd appearance. He's got a 3 ERA. He does have 1 save on the year. Here's the pitch to Hack. And we drop a dice. We haven't done that yet. Makes it an official game. And that's going to be a swing and a miss. That's a big strikeout. They strike Wilson out for out number 2. And it's up to Kiki Kyler here. 1 run already in. Got a runner down at second with good speed. Base hit probably scores him. Kiki has flown out the center. He singled and grounded out the 3rd. And that's going to be against the righty. That'll be a 16. And that's going to be a pop-up down the short. Pee Wee Reese just came in the game, makes the catch. The Cubbies score 1, but what could have been? It's a 6-5 lead now for the Dodgers. We go to the top of the 8th. And we'll need to bring in, who did we say we're bringing in for the Cubbies with the pitch hitter? We didn't yet. You got Reese, Robinson. So let's see who the Cubbies are going to bring in here. See who the Cubbies want to bring in.
Passau.
And let's see. Claude's going to come in. Claude's going to come in and try to keep this a 1-run game. All righty. Claude will be facing Pee Wee Reese, then back to the top of the order, and Robinson and Jake with a 1-run lead. Pee Wee's first appearance in the game after coming in that double switch. He's batting a .125, no homers and 3 RBIs. Claude, this is his 3rd appearance. He's got a 9 ERA. Can he keep this a 1-run game? Give the Cubbies a chance in the bottom of the 8th and 9th. And right away, Pee Wee connects on this. Comes in, makes a nice play in the field, and he delivers a triple here, folks. Against against the 19. Yep, that's going to be a triple in the right field. Pee Wee Reese with a leadoff triple. He's standing down at 3rd now. What did I say? In the right field? Yep, in the right field. So that'll make the Cubbies bring the infield in, and Claude right away has got himself in a pickle here. First batter gets a triple, and that brings up Jackie Robinson. Robinson's 1 for 3. He has a triple of his own. He's got an RBI, and he's walked. Infield in for the Cubs. And that's going to be a 20 on an 11. That's going to be a single in the infield. And Pee Wee's going to score. Drawn in infield doesn't work. And just like that, it's back to a 2-run game. And now you got Robinson down at first, still nobody out. And Jake's up. Jake's 1 for 4. He has singled, grounded out to second, popped up the short, and had a line drive double play his last time up the second. And that's going to be a 20 and a 9. That's going to be another single, another infield hit. They're nickel and dime and clawed to death here, folks. Baltimore chop here in Chicago. And we got first and second and still nobody out. First and second and nobody out for the Cubbies. Carl's up. He's 0 for 3. He has walked, struck out, and flew out to left and center. And that's going to be a 40. The team 7, 15, 28, 29, 31, 32, 33, 34. That'll be fielding column 2. And that's a low line drive into center field. He comes up firing, throws that ball in the short, doubles up Robinson. They throw to first. A triple play, folks. A triple play. A triple play. That'll be a line drive triple play. Out there, line drive triple play. Runner on second and runner on first. I believe that's how it goes. Let's see here. Nope. So let's see here. Undo. Triple play here. How do we do a triple play here? Triple play. We'll find it here real quick. Triple darn play. Ground out, triple play, a line out, triple play. So we just put in L9, L9. And TP, huh? L9 TP. See if it works here. So it's an L9 TP. That didn't work. Now what's going on here? What's going on here? So we got a line out to, and then a triple play. That's all it says you got to do. And that's not working. Darn it. Now I'm getting pissed. Getting pissed. That's as simple as it gets. Okay, we'll do it this way then. We'll go line out. We'll do a line out, triple play, R2, R3. Nope, I don't want that. Undo. Line out the center. Let's do a fly out the center. Sorry, and now try triple play. Nope. Okay. Well, we'll do it this way then. Sorry about this, folks. It's driving me crazy. It's driving me crazy. So we'll do this. We'll just do a fly out. Do a line drive out the center. R2, X1, R1, X1. Still not. God damn it. Now that didn't work. Undo. So fly out. We'll do R2, X1, R1, X1. We're getting a darn triple play here. Nope. This is pissing me off now. This should be fucking simple. I'll do it this way and then I'll change the put out. I'll do an L6 triple play. See if that works, and then I'll change the put out from Banks to Kiki. Yep. So the hell with that. Sorry about that. So then we're going to go in here and edit the box score. And we'll go down here to the Dodgers and fielding. And rather it was we'll edit Banks, take away a put out for Banks, make it 6. 6 put outs for Banks. And go back. And Kiki's going to get a put out. He'll have 4. And there. I don't like doing it that way, but it'll work. Alrighty, so a triple play, which should have been exciting, took way too goddamn long to take care of. So we go to the bottom of the 8th. You got Kling, Banks, and English due up. Johnny's 2 for 3. He is singled twice and struck out. Here's the pitch to Johnny. And that's going to be against the righty, 16. It's going to be a fly ball in the center field. Snyder's got it for out number 1. Brings up Mr. Cub, Ernie Banks. And Banks is 0 for 3. He has flown out the center and left and grounded out the short. And that's going to be a swing and a miss. He strikes Banks out. 2 quick outs here in the 8th. And Woody English, can he get on board here? Cubbies need a base runner. They're down by 2. English 1 for 3 with a single and 2 ground outs. And make it 3 as that ball's hit down to Pee Wee. He comes up with it, fires over the Jake. 1, 2, 3 inning for the Cubs. To the top of the 9th we go. You got Snyder, Hodges, and Herman due up here, trying to keep us a 2-run game. Duke is 1 for 3, struck out, doubled, and flew out to the corners right and left. And that's going to be a fly ball this time into center field. And that'll be out number 1. Flies out to his counterpart. And Gil Hodges is up now. And Gil, he is 1 for 2 with a 3-run homer. Here's the pitch to Gil. And that's going to be a fly ball out the right field. 2 fly balls, 2 outs here in the top of the 9th. Babe Herman trying to add to this 2-run lead. Herman's 0 for 1. He's walked 3 times. And that's going to be a base hit in the right field. Babe gets aboard again. He's been on base all 4 times. He's walked 3 times, reached on a fielder's choice, and now he's singled. So with 2 outs, a runner down at first. So you see the Cubbies upcoming schedule. They got 1 more game here against the Dodgers. Then they go on the road to play the Reds. Then they come back home against the Giants. Joe Stripes 1 for 4 with an RBI. And that's going to be a 19. And that's going to be a nice stop down there at short by Banks. And he's going to fire over to first. And that'll end the inning. So the Dodgers strand 1. We go to the bottom of the 9th. Cubs trailing by 2. You got Evers, pitch hitter for the pitcher, and then back to the top of the order. Johnny's 1 for 3 with an RBI today. And that's going to be a ground ball down the short. Pee Wee's got it. Fires over to first. See who's going to come off the bench here and pitch hit for the Cubs. Against the righty. I don't think they got any more lefties. Grimes already batted. And I think Demeyer is going to come on here and a pitch hit. They need 1 base runner to have the tying run come to the plate. Frank's going to come off the bench. And Frank, this is his first plate appearance of the year. And in 1936, he batted .350 with 16 homers and 96 RBIs. And that's going to be a base hit. So the Cubbies aren't done yet. Base hit in the right field with 1 out. Gets the tying run to the plate. And back to the top of the order we go. And Cavaretta, he is 2 for 3 with an RBI in this game. Can he do it again? Here's the pitch to Phil. And that's going to be against 14. That's going to be a single in the right field. And let's see here, with 1 out, I think he's going to stop down there at second. 39. Yep, he's going to stop at second. Phil with with a single in the right. Now you got first and second, and that's going to be it for Carl. Let's see who the Dodgers are going to bring out here. You got Stevenson, Wilson due up here. Let's see who the Dodgers want to bring in here. That is the question. I don't think it's going to be Johnny Padres. I think it's going to be Clem. I think Clem's going to come out here and pitch. Let's see here. When was the last time Clem pitched is the question. It's been 2 days ago. Is that who we want?
Labini. Labini.
So Clem Labini is going to come in here and pitch. So they're going to go with. See if Clem can hold on to this lead here. That'll be the 8th spot. So that's what we're going to do here. Sorry about that. Just trying to figure out that's the right move or not, but that's what we're doing. So Clem's going to come in the game. He's pitched 3 times, hasn't given up a run. First and second, 1 out for Riggs Stevenson. Can the Cubbies come back and win this game in the bottom of the 9th, down by 2? Riggs is 1 for 4 with an RBI. See if Riggs can get the job done here. And he does, folks. That ball is high. How far is that ball going to travel here? 17. And that ball is out of here. Riggs Stevens says, welcome to Chicago, Clem. That's a 3-run homer, a walk-off homer. Riggs Stevenson plants that ball out in left field, and the Cubbies walk it off. 8-7, walk-off homer. How about that? Can't get any better than that. Great game by the Cubbies. Take a look here. Clem comes in. What the heck? I didn't want that. We'll do this again, I guess, huh? Wanted to save the box score and undo it. Take a look here at this box score. A walk-off homer in the bottom of the 9th by Riggs Stevenson. That's probably what the star is, a walk-off. Cubs turned a triple play and a walk-off. Can't get any better than that, huh, folks? The Cubbies 8 runs on 14 hits and no errors. The Dodgers 7 runs on 12 hits and 1 error. Jackie Robinson and Jake Koch 2 for 4 and 2 for 5. You had Olsen was 2 for 4 before he was taken out of the game for a double switch. But Pee Wee Reese did get a hit and came around to score. Gil Hodges with a homer. 3-run shot for Hodges. Dodgers were 5 for 10 with runners in scoring position. Very good, and left 9 men on base, though. And for the Cubbies, you had Cavaretto 3 for 4. Stevenson 2 for 5 with that 3-run shot. You had Stevenson and Hack Wilson with homers. The Cubbies 3 for 6 with runners in scoring position. Only left 5 men on base. Grimes goes 6 1/3, no decision, 11 hits, 5 runs, 4 of them earned. Walked 1, struck out 2, gave up a homer. Carl comes in, pitches 2 innings, 2 hits, 2 runs, 2 strikeouts. And Clem comes in, picks up his first loss, doesn't get a single batter out, gives up the hit, and one of those runs was charged to him, and it was a homer. HIPPO VAUGHN gets a no decision, goes 7 innings, 8 hits, 6 runs, walked 8, struck out 2, gave up a homer. And Clyde comes in, gets a win, 2 innings, 4 hits, 1 run. And we had the Cubbies with a triple play. Let's take a look at that. Triple play there in the, I believe it was the 8th inning. Yep, 8th inning. Triple play. And it was a line drive in the center field. Triple play. Was the old 8, 4, 3 triple play. Make a little note there. All righty, let's take a look at the standings now in the National League. You got the Pirates now only a half a game ahead of the Cubs and the Braves. The Reds are a game back along with the Giants. Cardinals and Phillies are a game and a half back. And the Dodgers now are 2 games back. Ed Delaney with batting .400 along with Zach Wheat. You got Aaron and Joe Adcock with 4 homers. Aaron with 13 RBIs. Oh, and now Hack Wilson with 4 homers. So 3 guys tied with the home runs in the National League. And Buck Walters still leading in ERA with a 0.56 ERA. Kid Nichols leading with wins with 3. 2 guys tied with saves. You got Ed Delaney leading in MVP voting and Kid Nichols leading in the best pitcher. Alrighty, folks, if you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button. The next game we'll have will be game number 2 of this series between the Dodgers and the Cubs. Hit that bell for reminders. And on your way out of the stadium, hit that like button and hit that comment. Until next time, you all have a great day and take care.